Hey, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. Now, it's been a while, hasn't it, guys? I think 2, maybe 3 weeks, and I know some people are like, have you gone missing in action? Have you died? Are you okay? And, well, I'm just going to go through in this one and kind of just break down kind of what's happened, what can you expect going forward with the channel, and all that good stuff. So if you want to kind of see what's coming forward, then make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. As with myself and kind of what's happened, long story short, we are selling our house, which many of you might know. And the kind of process in the UK is that you put your house on the market, it then gets advertised, people come and see your house, they put an offer in, you accept the offer. Once you've accepted an offer from somebody else, you can then go and basically look for a house that you want to buy yourself. And you can't really put an offer on a house you want to buy unless somebody's offered on your house. It's really awkward. Long story short is that it's taken us a while to find a house that we like. We put an offer in on one house that we liked, but unfortunately were unsuccessful. So that was really disappointing. We then found a house that we liked like a week and a half later, which we put an offer in. It was accepted, and then the people buying our house pulled out. So they were all lined up to buy our house, and they basically said, yeah, we're not going to buy a house anymore, which means that the house that we were going to buy, which was accepted, was really awkward because we basically had to find a buyer like immediately, or we'd lose the house that we wanted to buy. So as you can imagine, that was incredibly stressful. So it meant that all the kind of little knocks and bumps and just general damage you do kind of living in a house, especially with cats and a baby and stuff, it just meant that I had to fix that really quickly. So I had to fix all of that. We had to get the house back on the market. We managed to sell the house within a day, which is amazing. So like we were very lucky. And because of that, it means that the house we're going to buy, touch wood, is going to go ahead. So it just means that within 6 to 12 weeks roughly we'll be moving house, and I won't actually have to record under the stairs anymore, which would be amazing. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And it's just a type of house that, although it needs some work doing to it, it can kind of expand with our family, which is what we want. So it's kind of like not the dream home just yet, but it could be if you did the work to it, and that's what we were after. So for the kind of past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been dealing with all the house stuff. And then for many of you who probably are aware, I'm a teacher. So I teach in primary school, I teach year 3, and that's 7, 8 year olds. So I teach English, maths, science, computing, geography, history, like all of it. And there's a lot to do. Anyway, as part of being a teacher, you have observations, and basically that's where somebody comes in, checks your teaching, sees how you're teaching, and there's been 3 observations this term. So in the past 4 weeks, been 3 observations. We've then had assessments to do, and so on top of all the house craziness, I've had loads of craziness with work as well. So it just means that loads of observations, loads of doing reports for the special needs children, kind of how we're supporting those and what we're doing going forward. So it's just been lots and lots of little things that kind of one thing adds on top of another. And then to kind of just round it all off, I'm also doing my master's degree, which is basically you've been to university, you got your degree, and you go back to do a higher level degree. And again, that's in the same 3-week period. So for the past 3 weeks, this is why there's been less videos, because I just haven't had time to make them. Add in the fact that the game's performance has been kind of hit and miss, in all honesty. The Cyrodiil test was still going on, and I just couldn't play in Cyrodiil because of it. Then Imperial City got a bit laggy because people went from Cyrodiil to Imperial City, and same with Battlegrounds, and so the game got more laggy and less enjoyable. As a result of that, I was really busy with work, so you can kind of imagine that less time to play the game. When I'm playing the game, I'm getting more frustrated because of the lag. It wasn't a good period, so because of all of that, it's just while there was less videos, I just didn't have the time to do it, and the game was kind of just frustrating at the same time. But I am really pleased to say though that actually going forward, the performance is way better, which is great. So that's like a big whoop type thing. So sort of really pleased that Zos are starting to do something, and they brought back one of the most requested features in my opinion for the past 1.5 years, and that's group battlegrounds. And I'm just over the moon with that. Being able to play PvP with my friends in battlegrounds is just honestly, it's such a relief, and it's just really nice. It gives you another alternative. And equally, if you want to solo, which I do that now and again, you can solo in there too. So it's just like a win-win for everybody. So, that's just made PvP much more enjoyable for me because it's less laggy, I've got more options, more modes, I can play with friends easier, which is great. And on top of all of that, they've added the reconstruction system, which is just hands down the best thing added to ESO in years. it is just such a good system, and it should have been in there many years ago. If you're unsure what it does, basically you can use your transmutation crystals, and any item that you bound to your character or to any character that you have, you then get the recipe. You can use the transmutation crystals to recreate it. The more you know of the item set, the cheaper it is, basically. So it's really useful, and it means getting like monster sets and stuff is much easier. Getting special weapons like multiple Maelstrom Arena stars, for example, again, much easier. So all of those kind of just little changes have just made the game more enjoyable for me, and there's less lag, as I said, which is just a massive one, and I have more time. So, you know, happy days. What does this mean going forward? Well, it means I will be going back to my normal schedule of aiming for a video once a week, give or take. Obviously, if you're a Patreon member, obviously your support really helps, and I do put the videos up, you know, a couple of days early, if not a week early, if I can, so you always get to see them before everybody else. And also, I can help you in Discord and stuff, so if you have any questions, just message me there. And just for like people who aren't patrons, just people generally, there'll be more builds coming to the channel, more guides, just more gameplay commentaries and stuff. So lots of good stuff to kind of to look forward to. So let me know what you want to see first. Do you want to see, you know, some PvP builds? I'm currently working on a Nightblade that is no snipe, so it's just literally your typical Nightblade in and out high burst, more than assassin style. I also have obviously a proc sniper, which basically abuses proc sets and is just ridiculous. I then have a few other builds, so like a stamina sorcerer on the way and a werewolf. I also have my magical sorcerer updated and my magical necromancer, to name a few. So if you want to see anything in particular, then obviously message me in the comment section. And if you want to see a specific guide, like a mythic item review, or sort of 10 things I wish I knew about playing ESO when I first started, then again, leave a comment what you want to see next. But with that said, I'm just going to wrap this one up here. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of our patrons and all of the people that stayed this long. And I hope that you obviously enjoy what we have coming forward. So make sure you are subscribed. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.